Hey YouTube, Ed here with Jack of All Trades. Welcome to another video and welcome to the first Jack of All Trades short. This is just going to be a short little video, and we'll do this every once in a while, talking about one or two specific items on one or two specific topics. So today what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the 2T and the 4T function regarding the Titanium Unlimited 200 welder. I did a review on this a while back, and ever since I published that review I've had almost every day somebody comes up and does a comment and says the 2T and the 4T function are for TIG welding. So that's what we're going to talk about today, because that on this machine is an incorrect statement. On this machine, the Unlimited 200 by Titanium, the 2T and the 4T function are not for TIG welding. They are for MIG welding and MIG welding only, or the wire function. If you have a TIG welder, let's say, okay, so Titanium makes a 200 amp TIG dedicated welder. It has a foot pedal. You also have the option for a hand control. Then, yes, the 2T, 4T function is for TIG welding. Ironically enough, the Titanium 200 TIG welder does not have a 2T and a 4T switch setting. This machine does not support a foot pedal. It does not support a hand control. The only way you can start and stop the arc with this machine is to physically scratch the tungsten onto the workpiece to start the arc, and then to stop the arc you have to lift it away to break the arc. The 2T and 4T function do not function with this style of welder, with a scratch start TIG welder. On this machine, the 2T, 4T function is for MIG welding only. End of story. And it says, even right here, I can show you in the directions right there, and I'll put a screenshot on it. 2T or two-touch mode, you squeeze the trigger to start welding. You release the trigger to stop welding. In 4T or four-touch mode, you squeeze this trigger to start welding, and then you can release the trigger, and it will continue to weld. Then you squeeze and release the trigger again to stop welding. So you can read it for yourself. It's right in the book. But the 2T, 4T function on this machine is for MIG welding. It is not for TIG welding. So if you're looking at the Unlimited 200 as a welding option, and I stated this in one of my earlier videos, and you're going to do a lot of TIG welding, and TIG welding is going to be your primary welding function or one of the primary welding functions, you don't want this machine, because it does not support high frequency start, and it does not support a foot pedal, and it does not support a hand control, and thusly it also does not work with the 2T and the 4T function in TIG. That's for MIG only. The other thing I can show you is that if you go on to the Harbor Freight website and you were like to look at the 170 Professional, which is a MIG machine only, that's all that welder does is wire weld. That also has a 2T and a 4T function on it, and that is for wire welding and wire welding only. So now that that is discussed, I'm going to very quickly move the camera. I got some scrap steel. I'm going to fire up this welder, and I'm going to prove it to you that that is what this function is for. All right, so I have a piece of scrap half-inch steel here, and it's just scrap. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the welder is set on 2T right there. You can see it right there. I'm set to MIG, and I'm set on 2T. That's 4T, that's 2T. All right, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the welder set on 2T, and I'm going to show you that the only way this will weld with the 2T setting is if you are squeezing the trigger. So I'm going to block the light here so it doesn't drown out the camera. And here we go. So you can see there, the only way it'll weld is if you're squeezing the trigger. Now, go back over here. I'm going to switch it to 4T. I'm on 4T now. Same piece of metal, same exercise, except this time I'm going to release the trigger, and you'll see that it'll continue to weld. and then it stops when I touch and release the trigger again. Show you that again. So you can see I'm not anywhere near the trigger. So there you go, 2T, 4T functions on the Unlimited 200. I'll say it one more time just so I'm perfectly clear on it. The 2T and the 4T function on this machine is not for TIG welding. This machine will only support scratch start. If you're going to use 2T and 4T on a TIG welder, it has to have the capability of supporting either a hand control or a foot pedal, which this machine does not do because this is a scratch start machine. So with that, let's put this video to bed. Thank you for watching the first of the Jack of all trades shorts. More to come on future videos. And if you like this content and you like what you see here, please hit that like and subscribe button. Ding that notification bell so that you get notified every time I come up with a new video. And like always, if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment section below. I try to answer as many comments as I possibly can. This is Ed with Jack of All Trades, and we will see you on the next video.